Hello, it's Jen, and I'm back at La Lancha, and I'm back with the lovely Naomi, who I'm going to mention because I am so grateful for her filming this video. It's so much better than the last one with me holding the camera, so yay. I just wanted to kind of continue on the myth theme. There are going to be a lot of myths coming through, but the one thing that I want to talk about today is actually the myths about pop-ups. So, something that I hear a lot about is a lot of people are really obsessed with perfecting their pop-up technique, and that you have to pop up fast. So, okay, drives me crazy. I want to talk about this because recently, actually, in one of the wonderful groups that I'm a part of on Facebook, someone posted a video of this woman who's I can't remember what her name is, but she's a professional surfer. I think she's like a 3-time world champion. And she was talking about her own perfecting of her pop-up. What I want to mention is in the video, she talks about not just perfecting her pop-up so that she could pop up faster, but I wanted to mention one very important thing. She was 3 times world champion with a shitty pop-up. Okay, I just want to say that again because I'm so passionate about this. She literally became a pro surfer and is a fucking amazing surfer, is a world champion, and then started to perfect her pop-up. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you're a beginner surfer, perfecting your pop-up, while important, and it's a really important part of surfing technique, is actually kind of, I would say, like maybe one of the lower priorities that you need to focus your energy on. So what I wanted to do is just give you 3 quick things that you actually, if you're a beginner surfer or intermediate, where you should actually focus your energy, not the pop-up. And then a couple other little kind of myths around pop-up stuff. Okay, so first of all, 3 things that are way more important than popping up. 1, reading waves. If you haven't seen the other 2 videos about the myths of paddling hard, I talk about the spot. I'm not going to get all into it because there's going to be more layers to those videos coming soon, but you need to know where the spot is. You need to know where the peak of the wave is. You need to know how to read waves. They're all different, and it's an art. It takes time. It takes practice. But I highly suggest taking the time. Look at waves. Watch surf videos. Where is the spot in the surf video? Start to train your mind's eyes. Start to train your attention into where the peak of the wave is and how waves break. I cannot tell you how much this is so important. 99% of surfing is reading waves. 99%. Like, literally, you don't have to paddle that hard if you know where the spot is. And then the second tip is positioning yourself. And this goes with where the spot is. So the clearer you have an idea of where the spot is and how to paddle to it, then you can think about positioning yourself. And positioning has a few different things. 1, you need to make sure you're positioning yourself on the board properly. That means the board is floating flat, okay? So a lot of people go way too far back on the board thinking that they're going to nosedive. We'll talk about that in more in depth, but it's actually better to go a little bit more farther forward and positioning yourself on the board so that the board is paddling flat. So if you're if you're paddling your board in flat water, it should be totally flat. Your nose should be no more than 1 to 2 inches up from the water, like the end of your nose if you're a beginner. And if you're more intermediate or kind of advanced beginner, try to aim for having your nose, like I would say 1 to 0 inches from being above the water. So it should be not nose diving when you're on flat water, but it should actually be just skimming the water, just a few millimeters above. So that's a key for positioning yourself and how you're paddling. And then positioning yourself in the wave. Of course, that has to do with where the spot is. Okay. So actually, I realized like 3 was actually 2 and 3. So there's positioning is both 2, positioning yourself on the board, and 3, positioning yourself in the spot. So those are 3 things you really need to focus on. Oh, there is one other thing too. Also, look where you want to go. It's a really, really simple tip. but literally it will change your life forever, and it will change your pop-up. It will change where you are in the spot, how you ride the wave, so many different things. Okay, so those are 3 things. Now, pop-up. The one biggest piece that I want to say is slow down. Do not worry about how fast your pop-up is. Slow down. If you need to, you can practice your pop-up on land, but practice good technique. And that means that your feet are landing in the right place. I'm going to try, actually, if I remember, I think I will. I'm going to post a video. It's all good. I'm going to post a video of a really awesome video that I love. And it's actually a video analyzing the pop-ups of several different professional surfers at the Kelly Slater Ranch. And I'm going to post the link in this video so that you can check it out. But what I want you to notice, there's 2 things I want you to notice in this video. Every single pro surfer pops up a little bit differently. And that's totally okay. Remember, these people are professionals. It's okay to have variance in your pop-up. So notice how they all pop up a little bit differently. Their bodies are a little bit different. Their preference is a little bit different. Some are goofy, some are regular. So check out how they actually place their feet. Second thing I really want you to pay attention to, where are they looking? So you'll notice when you watch a professional surfer pop up, they're looking down the line before they even get to their feet. So it's actually more important that they're looking where they're going. Their feet know where to go. And when we actually practice our pop-up and technique, your body kind of remembers that pretty quickly. You don't have to worry about that so much. So again, go slow. Don't rush it. It's not a big deal. It's actually not even a big deal to catch waves on your belly. Surfing is about catching waves. It's not about necessarily popping up as fast as you can, right? Because we can actually develop bad habits, and that's a whole nother thing. So anyway, those are my tips for you. I hope it's helpful. If you guys have questions or want clarification, I always post my emails. You can email me questions. I think that's it for now. Anyway, yay!